So, welcome back. Well, yeah, welcome back. I know it's been a while, a long while. Um, just haven't been able to think of any video ideas, and some stuff has been going on in my life, but it's fine. Anyway, so I wanted to build suspension, like a crawler, a rock crawler. You don't know how it's gonna go, but I do want to build a rock crawler. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. I want to build a rock crawler. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but or if I'm even going to be able to build a crawler type of suspension. But I have this idea that I want to do, where basically I use hinges on 0 strength, both sides. And then I wonder, maybe a suspension tool, right? And then another one on this side, like this. And then on the end of this, I want to use, excuse me, this piece, and then another suspension. And then I would put the wheel here. And then we want 4-wheel steering. So let's put that in. Basically like this. Is that? We just, oh yeah, this doesn't have a center point. So we do that. I mean, it does have a center point. Sorry, it's not an even length across, it's an odd. Okay, so like that. Then actually double up. Feet. And we'll just throw some engines on here. The middle, has to be connected to the body too. But because I want it to be able to click over stuff, it can't be just a straight axle that connects upwards. What if I do something like this? Need a rock. This one over there. I'm gonna use the one over here at the spawn point though, because it's closer and I can just use the spawn point. This isn't very heavy. I would need to make this heavier for sure. Instead of doing this, what if I instead do this? I could also use a piston. Hinge is gonna matter, but use a piston, because then I can control the suspension. Do this. I can compress this all the way. My rear suspension, I know, is not hooked up. It's alright. Problem with this is having it all the way up like that expands those two suspension pieces and makes them kind of not want to do what I want them to. So this is it at the standard length. It's kind of moves down a lot. I need to add more weight. I need to add weight to this. Hang on. Make this starting position halfway. Helps it sit evenly. These need to be stiffer. Do you like the way that the suspension looks? like it needs to be able to do this more from the center point that I have. I don't really know. Well, yeah, actually I do. I can do this because these are set like that. If I set them this way, that will give that center point more ability to move side to side. Might actually, yeah, kind of actually, yeah. It's not bad. Like if you look at the back, since that's what's on right now, you can see that side to side sway. The wheels just need more travel distance from like above. Oh, well, I've just off a wheel. Okay, so now what if I change these once again? I have clearance under the middle of the vehicle. The wheels themselves need to be heavier. Alright, let's see. Truck wheel, 15 kilograms. Monster truck, 25. Now the wheels want to stay on the ground more because they're heavier. Let's need, okay, I'm going to stick these back to 1. Really see. Okay. Uh, That's good. Now I just need to make it faster and make actual wheel wells so that the wheels can actually travel. Oops. Just realized I made this a lot lighter, so I'm not going to be able to see the suspension travel as much. All of these should be at 1 right now, but apparently not. Anyway, I'm going to stick all these to 0 just to see. Okay, so I just need like 1 or 2 blocks up above them, and they'll be fine. I like this. I like the way the suspension is working. So, I said to go at all. So this is the height in which these need in order to compress all the way. Ugh, comfortably, I should say. So, with that in mind, it only really needs to be the wheel hubs. The rest of the vehicle can be just on top of the suspension. That's the way I built it. That's the way it needs to be anyway. But everything else needs to all the hubs and stuff need to be their own separate thing. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna build these in too. No gaps, other than where the wheel wells are. And like, there we go. So now everything's connected. Have to stick out like this for me to put a thing in the center. There's not one by one block. There's just these. Two by ones. So then I could put a grill. Oh wait, which one's this way's the front? Put a grill and stuff. While I'm trying to figure out what I want to build, I'm just going to set you guys time-lapse mode. And I'll see you once I finish building. Alright, so this is the truck. I don't really like the way it looks, but what can I do? Like, so this is the truck. I suck at building things, so you know it doesn't look very good. I'm not good at making things that are pleasant for the eyes. But sorry, I yawned again. Sorry about that. But either way, even if it doesn't look very pleasing, the functionality is great, I feel like. Um I could even probably up the suspension stiffness. This is a quite heavy truck, but I kind of had to make it heavy so that it could function the way I wanted it to. What is that sound? Anyway. Oh, I bottomed out. But I don't bottom out as easily, you see. As I would if I made everything rigid like I was planning on doing. But now, I want to know, because I put some time making the suspension for this thing. So now I want to see if I really need any of this. Which I don't think, I mean, it might literally just function the exact same way without any of that. When I'm sure that you guys are going to want to see it like this too. See, with it like this, it doesn't have that rigid center. It feels very similar. It feels almost identical, but it doesn't have that rigid center to it. And I don't know what it is, but I feel like having that just helps with functionality. Also not doing that helps with functionality. I feel like having that rigid center where there's a center point that doesn't move and then these are connected to things that can move helps a little bit. So I'll spawn in two versions of it. We'll drive this one. Oh no. Okay. Wrong side. I don't know what it is. This one feels more sturdy to me. Like it feels like it doesn't want to tip as much. I think it's just having more to look at down there. Is pleasing for me. I don't know. I just like having the more stuff to look at. But this feels a lot sturdier. Like it doesn't feel like it wants to roll as much. Like that's a 60 mile per hour turn right there. As for this one, I feel like I don't know, it feels like it wants to flip. That was 65 miles per hour, and the outer wheels lifted off the ground a little bit. Let's see if this feels any different. They did lift, although I was on concrete. I don't know. I don't think I was on the concrete with the other one. Let me get some more distance to build up my speed. They don't. They keep constant contact with the ground. I don't think that's because of anything that I did though. But like I said, I don't know what it is. I think that just having more to look at is what's doing it for me. Like I just like seeing more. But also it makes it so that I can only travel so far upwards. Like on monster trucks, they have like a cable to help keep from over expanding the suspension. And I feel like having that lower section down there is kind of like that cable. It's keeping me from expanding my suspension too far to the point where it causes issues. Like this one, you see this one just expands fully and then lifts off the ground. It expands a lot more in that front than this one does. I don't know how I just got in that seat, but I did. Okay. This one doesn't allow for as much expansion on the main set of suspension. They only expand like maybe halfway. Which I think is why I keep saying it feels sturdier, it feels like it's less prone to flipping, but I still get the advantages of the suspension um, as if I had it like that, which is wiggling around right now for some reason. But I get the same, like, it feels the exact same until you start turning and stuff, and then you can really tell the difference in the suspension. They are both vibrating right now. That is very weird. Um, anyway, so this is my truck. This one over here is the one that I'm probably going to be driving more. Like I said, I don't really know what it is. I think it might be that fact that the suspension doesn't expand as much. Um, at least not in the forward and backward sense. Like if I'm turning like super tight or if I hit something, apparently, did not mean to hit that. It does, but yeah. I don't know. I prefer the way that the suspension looks, and I enjoy the way that the suspension feels. Um, Having it connected like that, I'm sure I could think of another way to do it that is completely different than, well, not completely different, but instead of connecting to the center, I connect it to the side. Like where this suspension is connected right here. So I can't show you. Okay. Like instead of doing it where it's here and then connected, uh, a solid connection to the center, I do a solid connection to the side, and then build a independent suspension per wheel like that. I could do that in another video. I could probably figure it out. If you guys want to see that, be sure to leave a comment. Um, you guys should like, well, I shouldn't say you should. I would appreciate it if you guys liked and subscribed. It's completely free. It helps me know that you guys like my content. And if you guys start putting ideas in the comments, I'll be able to post more often. Currently, it's just, well, recently I've been trying to hang out with people more often instead of just being locked in my room. But if you guys can think of video ideas, or if somebody wants to help me, maybe we can do some multiplayer ideas. I don't know anybody that has a computer, and I can't record, well, I could, but it would be really bad video quality if I recorded from my Xbox. Another thing I was thinking of doing for this truck, sorry, I am all over the place. Another thing I was thinking of doing for the truck was maybe putting some gyro stabilization. Man, this truck is really weird when it brakes. Sometimes, like when the like you guys seen when I got out of build mode. I was trying to explain it, but I had my mic up, so it was muted. I broke off the piston, so the back wasn't held together by anything, but the two sides, so like I lost this piece, but these two sides were acting like there was still something there, so they were doing this sort of thing. So I don't know what that's all about. Like when I lose pieces, they should just be completely separate like that. And just flop like that. But they were acting like they were still connected, which I thought was very interesting. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm not the best at making aesthetic creations. That's something I for sure want to work on. Another thing that I think that they should add to this game are blinker lights. Because I was thinking, I was like, okay, well maybe I can add some logic, maybe somehow. I am not very good with logic, but I was thinking like maybe I could add some logic, paint these yellow, and put blinkers. But unfortunately, that's not something I could do. Something I can do, however, that I actually just thought about is reverse lights. Those wouldn't be hard to do. This would be super simple, actually. I would just have to do this. And then when I'm reversing, the lights come on. I do actually like that. I'm gonna keep that. And then of course I have these, and I have a horn, because why not? Um, anyway, if you guys would, please like and subscribe if you want to see more content than this. That would show me that you do want to see more content. Leave your ideas in the description, or in the comment section down below, and I will read through them and look at any ideas you guys may have. Even if you don't know anything about the game, Tootsie, I'm talking to you. Even if you don't know anything about the game, just leave a comment of something you would like to see me build, or something like that. I also do scrap mechanic content where I do this same idea as I just kind of build whatever pops into my mind. I just haven't really thought of much lately, which is why I haven't been posting. Another reason I haven't been posting, like I said, some stuff going on in my life. I've also been trying to hang out with more people. Um, yeah. If you guys could just show me that you want more content, leave ideas down below, and that's it for today. I will see you guys in the next video.